Hi boys and girls, we're going to do a little science now in the kitchen. This is something that you can do and then enjoy later because what we're going to do is make a loaf of bread. I have my listed materials here. You will need sugar, olive oil, yeast, warm water, flour, salt, 2 bowls, 1 baking pan, a pastry brush if you have one, and of course your oven because you can't make bread without an oven. Alright, we're going to start by gathering up our materials and mix them up. Our first step is to mix the sugar, oil, yeast, and water in a bowl. It should start to froth. So I'm going to get a measuring cup. We needed 1/4 cup, 1 1/4 cup of water, which is going to be this mark right here. Okay, 1 1/4 cup of warm water. So let that run for a minute while it gets warm. We'll go ahead and pour out our oil. Lydia is helping me today. My daughter Lydia. Lydia, I need a tablespoon from the door, please. We need a tablespoon of olive oil. That's a teaspoon. The big one. See if that's working. So here's my tablespoon. Okay, it's bigger. You need a bigger one. We also need a tablespoon of yeast and a tablespoon of sugar. So here's my sugar bowl. I'm going to scoop 1 tablespoon of sugar.
You'll need it.
The yeast is actually a living organism. When you add it to warm water, that kind of brings it to life, and it begins to eat the sugar. And okay, get 1 1/4 cup. Can you do that? Yeah. And when it eats the sugar, it makes carbon dioxide, which is a gas, and that's what causes your bread dough to rise. So you need 1 tablespoon of yeast. I hope I have enough. Okay, 1 tablespoon of yeast. And 1 tablespoon of olive oil.
That's enough. Didn't go to 1.
That's too much.
Okay.
Oh, this hasn't even been done. Set it down and let it stop wobbling. This isn't open. Get me the other one that is. Oh, the big bottle is open. Yeah, that's enough water.
That looks so weird.
Get a spoon so we can stir it. Okay, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I've just got one out of the drawer. Alright, and then we're going to stir
Can I stir it?
until it gets kind of frothy and your sugar and your yeast kind of dissolve. Okay. In one of your 2 bowls, you're going to put your dry materials, that's your flour and your salt. Now we need 1 tablespoon of salt. I have this nifty little measuring cup that measures 1 tablespoon too. Since I just used my tablespoon with oil, I can just pour this in here, right to the line. 1 tablespoon of salt. Okay, put it in the bowl. Then I need 3 1/2 cups of flour. Now, my flour here, this big container, I keep a measuring cup in it. My measuring cup that's in here is a 1/2 cup. So, to make 1 cup, I need 2 scoops of this. So to get 3 cups, I need 6 scoops. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 3 cups. I needed 3.5 cups, so I need 1 more scoop. 3.5 cups of flour.
Flour.
Flour is very messy. Okay.
Again, don't eat flour. It's very bitter.
Doesn't have much of a taste at all.
It's bitter.
Alright, now, the next step is to add the liquids. That's your water and oil and sugar and yeast in this bowl to your flour. We should have used a bigger bowl here.
Yeah. Why don't we
Where's my big green bowl?
It's in the cabinet now.
Go get it.
Okay.
We're going to get a bigger bowl because we got to get our hands into it. Before we do that, we need to wash our hands.
Here's your big bowl. You just set it on your instructions. You know how bread make bread, don't you?
So I'm going to put this into my great big green bowl because I got to be able to get my hands in there to mix. Alright, now I'm going to pour in our liquids. Make sure your sleeves are rolled up and make sure you have washed your hands before you put your hands in this stuff. It's going to be messy and it's going to get all over your fingers, but later you'll have a loaf of bread that's really delicious. Alright, so now you're just going to mix and knead the materials together, the ingredients together until it's smooth and kind of elastic. So, Lydia, if you want to grab the camera and put it down to where they can see what I'm doing in here. You can see it's starting to squish together and make into a nice bread dough. Okay, set it back down.
Looks very flaky.
So you want to mix it real good with your hands until it's all mixed together. It's going to stick to your fingers. Oh, take your ring off.
Smart. It's a cheap ring from Wish
Oh, well,
that my mom got for free.
that's not information they needed. Alright, just keep mixing until it's all mixed together into one big ball of dough. Good job. Let me get this mixed in there. Push and knead it together. Some of the flour is not sticking very well. You're good. Wash your hands off. Now, once you've done this, you're going to have to cover it with, brush it with a little bit of olive oil, and then cover it in cling wrap and let it sit in a warm place for about an hour. So that's going to take a while. When it's done in an hour, it will be a little bit bigger than what it is. Here's my nice ball of dough. Okay. And you bake it in the oven at 425 degrees for 40 to 60 minutes until the top is brown and the loaf sounds hollow. So let it sit for an hour in a warm place and then bake it at 425 for about an hour. And if you like different kinds of bread, you can throw in different kinds of ingredients. You can add anything to this that you would like to make it
Raisins,
tasty.
chocolate chips, whatever.
So, alright, in an hour, let it raise for an hour, then put it in the oven at 425 for about 40 to 60 minutes. And when you're done, post a picture of your bread that you made so that I can see, and I will share a picture of mine. Okay? Have fun at home. Enjoy making science in the kitchen. And eat that bread later.